everybody, it's Maribelle and I'm coming back to you with another scrapbooking processing video. So I am going to be scrapbooking a layout on a trip that my family took to San Francisco. And one of the stops that we took was to Alcatraz. So I found this paper and it had some brick in it. It was just kind of distressed. I'm sorry, but I lost a little paper that said where the paper was from, but my scrapbooking room has turned into Santa's workshop, so I kind of lost the scraps for that. But anyways, I wanted to distress it some more, so I added some white acrylic paint, and I just kind of brushed it on. I didn't want to put it too thick because I wanted to be able to still see the background, and as you can see, it can still see through. And acrylic paint, when it hits paper, dries very quickly. So it didn't take me long at all, I don't know, a minute or two for it to dry. After I looked at it, I decided I want to, distress it a little bit more. And I had this stamp that had a wired fence. And so I went ahead and stamped it in places where I knew, around the photo. And I was using brown ink there. And I just think it kind of fits in with the whole Alcatraz theme because of the whole, barriers, fence kind of thing. Then I wanted to go ahead and add some more color. So I wanted to put some spritz on there. Now, when I use the different spritz, I usually don't spray. I do more like drops or splatters. So I am using Tim Holtz's Distress Spray Stain. And I believe, let's see, what is this one called? Hickory Smoke. And so, and again, this dries pretty fast too. However, when it dried, it turned turned light, more like a grayish color, grayish brown. So I went ahead and decided I wanted to bring some black into it. So I went ahead and got my Smooch Spritz, and I can't remember who makes these, but anyways, this is in black. And again, I just, kind of splattered some around. And the bigger the dots, the longer it will take for it to dry. So as that dried, I went ahead and put my adhesive on my two photos. The adhesive tape I got from scrapbook.com. And you'll notice that when I put my adhesive, I tend to put my adhesive on the center of my photos. The reason being is that I find that sometimes I want to tuck things behind the photo. And if you put adhesive all around the edges, it makes it, really difficult to tuck anything behind there. You'll end up having to pull back your photo. So I tend to put my adhesive just on, like in the center. And that tape is pretty strong. I mean, once it's down, you're not going to, it's not going to come off. So here's my two photos. And the whole time I'm still kind of playing, exactly how I want that, because that one picture has a lot of sky in it. But I also didn't want to hide too much of it because it kind of, I don't know. And at the end, I ended up hiding just about all of it, right? Then I use my thickers to put on my title. And at the end, it ends up saying Escape from Alcatraz. And I thought it would add more interest if the font were in two different types. So you'll see that the first one is more of a fancy kind of script, and the second one is more, you know, like your basic letters. Now I do have some difficulty with this. The reason being is because at first I tried to, you know, have the first letter of Alcatraz capitalized and all the rest lowercase, but then I realized that I didn't have enough lowercase letters. So I had to go and undo it and put everything, you know, in uppercase, except for one letter. But, you know, at the end, it ends up looking okay. I do realize that after I was done recording that I forgot to put the from. I ended up putting that on later on. So yeah, I was struggling. I do, when I put on a title, I will put it on a ruler or one of my thicker rulers. And so that way you can kind of play with where you want the title and see if you have enough space, see, you know, where you would like it. So there it is. And if you put it on the edge, all you have to do is press down and then the title comes right off. And so you'll see there that they were all in uppercase except for that A, but I think it kind of added some interest. And then I forgot the from, so I ended up putting in there later. Next, I put on a journaling card. This is a Project Life card. I just thought it fit in good. Now, I usually leave my journaling for the end, so the fact that I even got the journaling card on there as one of the first things, I was proud of myself. I don't end up doing my journaling until the end, but I'm glad I got my journaling card on there. So then I found these butterflies, and I just thought it was a neat contrast with the harsh background of, the kind of rugged versus the innocence of the butterflies. So I did put them up on foam so they kind of stood up a little bit more. I also folded them in so it kind of looked like they were flying. At the end, I end up putting some glitter to make them shine a little bit more. So now I have another journaling card, and I'm just going to distress it by putting some ink on the edges just to kind of add some interest to the card. And so, see, because I had the adhesive in the middle, I was able to tuck in the card with no problem at all. And then at the end, all I do is add some liquid pearls, and that's in the color black. So I hope you like it. It was a very easy layout. I appreciate you watching. Thank you, and I will see you again. Bye.